Celeste Judd's face, usually composed and unreadable, was a storm of emotions, anger, shock, and a flicker of something else I couldn't place. Her gaze swept over the chaotic scene in the Judd Group's opulent lobby, me kneeling, battered and bloody, my shirt torn open and obscene words scrawled in lipstick across my chest. Daniel and my colleagues from the research unit, some shielding me, some lying on the polished marble floor, groaning from electric baton strikes, the shattered pieces of Daniel's phone glittering near Simon Irwin's expensive loafers, and a crowd of employees and visitors, some horrified, some morbidly fascinated, their phones still recording. But her eyes, sharp as diamond-tipped drills, finally landed on Ethan Irwin. His smug, self-satisfied smirk, so assured of her approval, faltered under her withering stare. "Ethan," Celeste said, her voice dangerously calm, cutting through the buzzing aftermath of violence. "What exactly is happening here?" "Miss Judd," Ethan straightened, puffing out his chest, gesturing dramatically towards, "I was protecting your honor. This creep," he spat the word, "came in here today, first day as your new assistant, though God knows how he got hired, and had the audacity to think he could flirt with you. He even had some love letter or something." He pointed to the scattered, trampled fragments of the now-destroyed envelope and fell near my knees. "I was just teaching him a lesson about respecting his best. He needs to learn his place." The security guards, who had been advancing, now shuffled back, their faces pale. Simon Irwin, initially beaming with paternal pride, now looked slightly uneasy, his eyes darting between his son and Celeste. Celeste didn't look at me, not yet. She took a slow, measured step forward, her designer heels clicking ominously on the marble. "A lesson," she repeated, her tone flat. "By beating him, by scalding him, by carving words into his skin and tearing apart a document he was carrying." Her eyes flicked to the paper scraps. "By attacking his colleagues who came to his aid, by using company security to assault civilians. That is your idea of a lesson, Ethan." Ethan blinked, thrown off by her lack of gratitude. "Well, he deserved it. He was being disrespectful to you. And these other men, they barged in pretending to know you, threatening us. They were obviously in on his scheme. Some broke-down factory workers trying to scam the Judd family." His voice rose, tinged with a desperate bravado. A muscle ticked in Celeste's jaw. She finally turned her head, her gaze landing on me. I tried to meet it, but my vision swam, the pain from my hand, my face, my stomach, a symphony of agony. Blood trickled from my split lip and the shallow cuts on my forehead. I must have looked like a pile of discarded rags. Her eyes widened a fraction, a brief, almost imperceptible crack in her icy composure. She saw the missing eyebrows, the lipstick graffiti, the fountain pen still grotesquely protruding from the back of my hand. Her breath hitched just for a second. Then her expression closed off again, colder than before. She turned back to Ethan and Simon. "Simon," she said, her voice dropping to a lethal whisper, "is this how you manage your department? Allowing your son to run a private torture chamber in the Judd Group lobby? Allowing security to be used as personal enforcers?" Simon Irwin paled. "Now, Celeste, Miss Judd, I mean, you have to understand, Ethan was just overzealous in protecting your interests. He thought this individual," he waved a dismissive hand at me, "was a threat, a gold digger. We were just safeguarding the company's and your reputation." "Safeguarding?" Celeste's laugh was short, humorless. "By creating a public spectacle of brutality, by potentially maiming a messenger." She walked past Ethan, ignoring his outstretched hand, and stopped in front of Daniel, who was being helped to his feet by two of our unit's researchers, his face white with pain from the electrical burn on his arm. "Professor Wilson," she said, her voice softening marginally. It was the first sign of respect anyone had shown all day. "Are you all right?" Daniel winced, holding his injured arm. "I'll live, Celeste, but Oz," he gestured helplessly towards me. Celeste nodded, a flicker of guilt crossing her features before it was replaced by steely resolve. She turned to face the entire gathered crowd, her posture radiating absolute authority. "Listen to me, all of you," she announced, her voice